What up, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, Hookman Go. We out here. So, so basically this week, I wanted to try a little different format for you guys. I had mentioned this previously in my other videos. And basically what it is, I originally got it from my boy C Nanners. Shout out to his old COD vids where he talked about life. And basically what it was, he just played COD and he just had like a regular game out in the back. Usually those are like 5-10 minutes long. And he just spoke about life. And honestly, with those videos, I used to watch them when I was a teenager, and it really helped me develop my mindset, and it really just helped me connect with him. And I kind of want to try that, see what you guys think about it. So here goes nothing. So basically, this video is going to be about motivation. So the reason why I'm doing it about motivation is because, well, this week or these past couple days, I've been kind of struggling staying motivated, it's been a bit washy. Basically, this video, I'm gonna just tell you what I've learned, what I've seen in my life that helps me get through what's helping me get through what I'm going through now. So in my previous video, I kind of mentioned about motivation. I mentioned like finding motivation in other people and then using that energy to help you go and stay motivated. But honestly, it's really not enough. Other people's motivation is never enough. So if you don't have the motivation within you to do something, you're kind of never gonna do it. When you're really good at something and you kind of don't want to do it, but then your family's like, "Oh, you should do this. You're so good at it. You should do this. You're so good at it. You should do this. You're so good at it." But you never actually do it. Maybe you do it here, maybe you do it there, but you never take it serious because you don't have the motivation for it. All this motivation is coming towards you, but you don't have your own motivation to push you, and that's what I'm trying to find. That's what you need to find. That's what everyone needs to find to get going. So the first key about being motivated is basically finding something that you want to work towards. This can range from buying a new car to starting your own company to even spending time with your loved ones. Just anything that keeps you going, anything that keeps you doing what you're doing now to do what you want to do later. So preferably this would be something that gives you internal value. So basically, for example, it's like moving out of your house because you can't express yourself at home versus buying these new pairs of sneakers. I mean, they're both good, right? But when you move out, you really find yourself. You find out who you are. You express yourself in ways that you couldn't, and you just have your own space to live your life how you want. You're your own boss. So that really brings value internally versus shoes. Like, shoes are nice, but once you get those shoes, what are you gonna be motivated about now? You know, the next thing needs to come up for you to be motivated, and it just gets harder when you have these materialistic goals. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with nice things. There's nice things have their place. Don't make your basis of motivation on those materialistic things, because when they're gone, your motivation will be gone. But your motivation will never be gone if you have the freedom to express yourself. So you're probably thinking like, what keeps me motivated? So as you may know, I dislike working for other people. I don't mind it, but it's just not what I want to do in life. And unfortunately, for what I want, I need money, and to get money, I need to work for somebody. So what I keep in my mind every single time I wake up in the morning is these goals that I have. So I want to be a million. I want to have $1 million by the age of 30. I want to retire my parents before I'm 40. I want to financially support my family so they can live out their dreams, or they can do whatever they want. And the list goes on and on, honestly. I have like a bunch of things that keep me motivated, or a bunch of things that I want, a bunch of things that I want to achieve, a bunch of nice things that I want. Obviously, I want cars. Obviously, I want nice shoes, a nice apartment. But first, I want to build the foundation of cash flow to be able to afford those things, so I can have anything I want without needing to work for it. So every day I wake up and I think about these things. Some days are easier than others, obviously. Like this whole week, I've been getting home at 6-7 o'clock at night, and it is what it is. Some days are hard, and some days are easy. But every day, you need to get it done. So personally, what I like to do is I like to break out my dreams into achievable steps. So they have the same underlining goals, but I kind of create these little steps along the way to keep me going. Like when you get those achievements in those games, you just want to get the next one. Like, get 10 kills, you want to get the next one. Get 100 kills, you kind of just want to keep going and going and going. So it gives you like a little booster every time you achieve something. It's kind of like trying to climb a ladder with no steps. You see what's at the end, but you have no steps on how to get there. So retiring my parents is at the top, and then each step is something that gets me closer and closer and closer. And then I have these for all the goals that I want. Like I want a Tesla, and I got to figure out how much cash flow I need to own a Tesla. So I have that goal. And you just compile those goals together, and you keep them stacked, and you keep them coming, you keep them coming, you keep taking those steps, and so you get closer and closer and closer. I know what you're probably thinking, like, I want to be rich, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, but I just don't know how to. Or maybe you have the steps lined up, maybe you know exactly how to do it, but you just don't do it, and you just can't find the motivation to do any of it. And honestly, motivation ain't gonna find itself, you know? Motivation's not just gonna walk into your heart and be like, damn, I really wanna do this thing. And I found this out when I read the book Finding Flow. It's basically a book about the psychological venture of how humans achieve happiness. And it's a great, 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 great book. Highly recommended to anyone watching this video. It's called Finding Flow. And the most important thing that I got out of that book is that motivation isn't gonna find itself. You have to go get it. You have to go find it. In other words, you will never have the motivation to do anything until you start doing what you want to do. That's why I used to hate Nike so much, because I used to think that just do it was just bullshit. But after I read the autobiography of the founder, that really changed my mind, and it's kind of why I respect Nike so much, because they really found a way to make that swoosh mark, that check mark. When people put that on, they just feel like they can conquer the world, and they really push that out there, and I really like that. I really like the image that they go for. You just have to start doing whatever you want to do, and you will see, you will find all the motivation. I would have never ever been motivated to buy a house until I began listing out the processes on how to get there. What do I need to do? Until I picked up the phone and I talked to an attorney and I talked to a CPA to figure out how all this shit works. Like, I don't know how it works, and yeah, it's scary. Like, I don't know how any of this works. I don't know if I'm gonna be rich. I don't know if I'm not gonna be rich, but I'm gonna try. And once you start trying, that's when you start getting your motivation. And once you begin doing it, honestly, you'll find so much motivation you won't even know what to do with it. You'll be having motivation to spare. And then you start helping your friends, and you're helping your family, and you start helping all these people, and then it just creates a chain reaction, and it just keeps going and going and going. You'll find yourself, you're gonna be at the end, you're not even gonna know. You're literally gonna look back 6 months from now, and you're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe I used to think this was hard. And honestly, the hardest part is the first step. And it's always gonna be like that. The hardest part is always the first step. Once you start building that momentum, you won't stop. Nothing can stop you. No one can stop you. No obstacle can get in its way where you're just gonna be there and be like, damn, I can't do this anymore. You're just gonna keep going and going and going, and you're gonna have your highs and you're gonna have your lows, and you're gonna think that you can't keep going, but trust me, you can. Because once those goals start stacking up, you just feel so good, and you look back and you just feel like the years are so, like, I used to have this problem where I used to look back and I'm like, damn, time flies. But now this year, man, I was like, damn, that was a good 6 months. Like, I look back, it's like, damn, it's people are like, damn, it's August already. I don't know what goes on with my time. I look back and I'm like, I know exactly what I did this year, and man, it felt good. You know, you don't feel like time is escaping. You feel like you're using it worthwhile. You feel like you have the time. You control it. So yeah, so honestly, it just goes back to just doing it. Just doing it. The hardest part is always the first step. But once you get going, nothing's stopping you, baby. Nothing. So you just gotta go out there, do what you gotta do to get those goals achieved. Get those goals and break them down. Break them down into steps and start completing those steps. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's video. Let me know what you think about the format. It's a little different. It's a lot different to record it too, because I don't have a camera in front of me. I'm just sitting in front of a mic right now. Well, standing in front of a mic. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you feel about this format. Yeah, just let me know down below. And like always, keep it real, peeps. Peace.